Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, the other day when I was doing the crazy patchwork, I was working on this one, and I haven't actually did any more, but today I've got a few different elements on here that I'm thinking I might just add to this one here. So we're going to work a little bit on this one today. I'm going to make a flower out of this, but it won't be actually ribbon embroidery. It'll be making this with the ribbon, and I'm going to take the wire out of it. So because it's got wire in the edge, I think I'm going to take it out. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it with the wire in it. That might make it a bit better. So if I pull it up as far as I can with the wire in it, that's probably going to make the right size flower for me, I think. It's going to make the right size flower. Now I'm not real sure I'm going to do it the other way. Put the darker piece. I know I want to put the darker piece on the inside. Let's try that again. Well, we'll pull this side here, and we'll see what that looks like with the dark bit in the middle. I think I like that better with the dark piece in the centre. I know. Yeah, that'll look better. But I don't know if I want to just leave the wire in it. So that me book fell down. That's okay. Nobody panic. It'll be alright. I'll pick it up. Now this is pulling out. So we're going to take it out. I was going to take it out in the first place. So make sure I put the wire in the bin. I suppose I should have kept it because I could have used just a tiny bit of copper wire. I don't know what I would put it in, but you never know, do you? But I'm going to put it in the bin. There we go. Because I have copper wire, so I don't need to be playing with that. So this is probably enough, because when I gathered it up, when it was pulled up, it was gathered enough. Okay, so I'm going to do a little flower with this one. So I'm going to put a needle here. Right. It doesn't really matter what sort of colour thread you use, if it's the same or not, it won't be seen anyway. These are mostly some purpley colours on, eh? When I cut that, I didn't do a very good job. Right, all I'm going to do now too is just gather this up. Should have went right to the end with that. So I'm just going to put some stab stitches along here. Are we watching? Good. Okay. Because this little flower is kind of sort of flat-ish. Going to be kind of sort of flat-ish. It's not going to be, you know, frilly. Not going to be frilly. I think I'm going to do this. That's what I think I'm doing. Righto. And if you don't pull it up yet, just go to the other, put the two ends together. Now you can pull it up a bit. And I want to put a stitch through there. You have to pull it up before you stitch up these side pieces, because otherwise you're not going to be able to do it if you've stitched up here. Okay, so just go and stitch these two bits together. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. Feeling pretty good today myself. Wasn't too smart yesterday. Just depends if I get any sleep, and I got a little bit. Oh, I got some sleep last night. Oh dear. So good. So good to get some sleep. Right, now. So this is, like I said, flattish. I'm not real sure if I put enough in there. It's flattish all right. You've got to... Right, well see, that didn't work, and that's, I'm not ashamed to say. I should have did what I always do, you know. I don't usually cut it off. And I cut this off because I was going to take the wire out of it. And I don't usually cut it off. What I did probably was pulled it up too tight. Okay, I might have taken it up too tight. Because it's only a very small piece, isn't it? Yes. So let's try that again. Pull the wire out of how much you think you're going to need. Okay, get hold of it. Yes, I can. It's no good we haven't got thumbs. I don't know. We just haven't got thumbs, and it's not good. There we go. I've got it now. It's a very fine piece. This is a nice piece of variegated silk ribbon with wire in it. I've had for many years, because I don't use a lot. It's like one of them things that you sort of feel like you want to, if you don't want to use that, but not use too much of that, you won't have it anymore, is what you think sometimes, I suppose. Can't get hold of that. I don't know what's going on. How much am I going to need? This is giving me a bit of an idea anyway. If I pull it together, how far it'll come up when I put stitching on it. I don't want to do that, I want to do it the other way. Let's try and see if we can do this again without, where's the piece of stuff? Come on, come here. Righto, now, just pull this around. I suppose if you don't have wire in yours, well, you can gather it up anyway. I just wanted to use this variegated one, and they've got wire in them, so that's just how this come about. Rightio. So if I cut it there, I'm going to cry because it's going to come flying undone. So what I need to do is actually stitch it first. Stitch it down so it doesn't come flying undone, eh? Cut that off there. So it's right back to where the, oh no, it isn't right back to where the wire is coming out. But I need a seam. I need a seam allowance. So if I put it like this, put my wire over there, turn that onto there. You following me? And then when that opens up, we're going to have that, okay? We're going to have that. If we come up that far, so we need to come back here a bit, because we want one of these, like a flat flower. I don't know why this is not working how I want it to. Yes, I do. I've got the camera on now. Ah, dear. Come on. Well, you know what? I've probably done a bit of glue on there. It might be easier than me trying to sew it. It's going to take off on me. I try to sew it. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. These two pieces have got to go together. Like that. I'm going to put a bit of glue on that and hopefully it doesn't fly back. It shouldn't do if I give it time to dry, should it? Is that in the right place? Ah, oh dear. If you pull it too tight, it'll fly undone. Alright, don't pull it too tight, it'll come undone. It'll tear, and that's what happened. I've torn it. It's not as flat as what I'd like it to be, but it's not bad, eh? Because it's got wire in it too, you can move it where you want it to go, sort of. Give it a bit of a cooch and a bit of a, you know, see if you can get it to go where you'd like it to be. Because then there can be something in the centre of it. We've got a flower. There was a lot of struggle with that, wasn't there? You know what? Sometimes things don't work for you because they're not right. But if I, you know, like get it to go around there, it should be fine. I'm not going to let it beat me. It might look better on the green. You can see it really good on the green, can't you? Well, that's nice. Yeah, and it's sort of, it's still got the wire around the outside, so it'll look pretty cool. Now, also on here, I wanted to put one of these that I made up there, probably. I'll put that up there. You can't see that, can you? Now you can. Alright, so let's go and do something with this first. See what we can do with this first. You'll probably see me make another little pink thing in the next video, I'd say. I hope, because I think I'll put this one up first. Oh no, yeah, the other video won't be up till, oh, I don't know. I've got to think about when it's going to go up there. I want to get the nice bead needle out because I'm going to be adding beads. And when I do add beads, I like to start off with the bead needle. And that way I don't have to be changing my needle. And I've got one here, very good. And the bead needles are here size 10 to 13. These are Sullivan's, and they are really good. They've got a fairly good eye in them, and they're really good to sew with too because, you know, you be careful because they're pointy. They'll stick in you. But, yeah, so I'm going to put beads around the outside of this, so I'm going to sew it on at the same time. Now, what did I do with the beads? Oh, these ones here or the white ones? I'll have the white ones. I think I'll put these on, they'll show up better, I think. Right. These cream ones, add a bead. Come up through both pieces and add a bead. Rightio. Same here. Why am I going backwards? I don't know. I just put my needle in the bead box, and that's how I get my beads to pick them up, unless I want to tip them out. If I want to, oh, my hair! I should remember to put that up. I don't like to tie it up too much now because I don't want it breaking off. I don't think that's what did it before. My glasses. I know that sounds silly, but when my glasses went, they had this fancy thing on them which I never ordered. Like it was cut out of the side of them, this shape in the side part, and I'm just going to do this just quickly around here, add these beads, and then I better bring it back over here so you can see what I'm doing, I suppose. And yeah, so every time I put them on, I'm thinking it was getting caught in my hair, and it was pulling my hair because one side of my hair was all chopped. I think I've got a story for you today. Can't think of anything interesting. Okay, come on now. Yeah, so yeah, I went to Vinnie's yesterday. Well, it won't be yesterday when you see this. It'll probably be a different day, but there's nothing interesting there at all. Talk about, and it's so dear. They've got the price of it so dear. I don't understand. I can't understand that. I mean, you know, it's to help the poor people, I know, but what about the poor people that can't afford the things? I mean, I'm not saying I'm poor, I can't afford them, but it's still too much money. Some of the things that they're charging prices for, you can probably buy them new for cheaper, because I don't know if they know how much they're worth, you know, because they don't know the worth of things. And then other times I suppose you get a bargain, like I have got in the past. I've got bargains in the past, so I can't complain. But you know what it's like when you go off shop and you want to come back with something a little bit worthwhile, something to, you know, oh gee, look what I found. Especially if you go shopping for craft things, you know, or something for your journals or whatever that you're making. I think I got a table runner, like it's, but I bought it for a friend because she was looking for one, but I don't know if she still wants it or not, if she got one, but I bought it for $2, so that wasn't bad. Or you can put on your cupboard or whatever. I might put it under the TV, I think, if she doesn't want it. And they only charged me $2 for that. But there was this other thing there, I know, you know that scented paper that you buy in a packet, not a roll, it was in a packet, and it was old as me, I'm sure. The packet was, you know, it was a nice vintage thing. I thought, oh, this is good. They wanted $5 for it, and I just couldn't bring myself to pay $5 for that. Now I think I've rolled the bead around in the thing and caught him in there. Look at that. Me talking and going crook about stuff. I shouldn't be going crook about things, Sonya. Everything's good. Righto, now I've done a bodgy thing there. I'm going to have to cut that and hope I cut the right one. I'll cut both of them. So now I'm going to take it through the back, the thread. Put my needle there. Take the thread through to the back. Is this it here? Okay. I'll get my crochet hook. And this is bead too, so you want to do a lot of, you know, tucking under and hanging on, you know, to this. Where is it gone now? I'm going to put a bit of glue on that. I mean, it'll be out here at the side, and that's okay. Bit of gobbly old glue, because I don't want that bead to come off. There we go. Now I'll put another one on. I've got to sew that centrepiece down. Don't like that sitting up there. It doesn't impress me at all. Right. The bead, I had him here somewhere. Yeah, that's the one I caught. No, I'm not going to use that. It's still got that wrapped around it. It's really well and truly got hold of it. Okay. Now I'm thinking about this in the centre, but I think it might be too big. I could cut off the little bit in the middle. But then is it going to yell at me when I go to look at this? Look here I am. I don't want that. I want the work to be in the whole, you know, the whole thingy sort of thing. One piece, you look at it in the whole piece. That doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit more subdued, isn't it? I don't know. I'm thinking about that one as well. A button would look okay, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh dear, thank goodness they didn't have the lid off them. No, not the button. Here's one of these. That looks pretty cool. I think I want to bead it up a bit more. I think I want more beads around it. I haven't got enough beads. Move these things out of the way. I don't know about that. What about this one? It's going the wrong way. I'll put some more beads on first. Just make sure you keep coming up through the back, otherwise you'll get yourself in a cobbly up mess. You won't be happy. These are sort of like a creamy colour, and I like them. I think they look really nice. I'm going to try and turn this bit under that I've got sitting up here. Come on. So it won't be sitting up there poking out. Push that back under there, Sonya. I'll try to. I don't know where to go. Where's my needle? It's insisting on sitting out there, isn't it? I think I might. Oh, now I made it worse, did I? Never mind. I might have to leave it. It doesn't want to go anywhere. Could turn it into something else, I suppose. Put a leaf over it. Suppose I could do something like that. The more I look at the middle of this, the less I like it, you know, because I don't like that really dark purple in there, even though I've got purple over here and there. I could probably just seem to, I need to dull it back a bit. I just can't, I'm just not really keen on that. I got myself some more dyes today in the mail, and I'm excited to go and use one of them, but I might be too tired today to be going playing in that. By the time I get out of here, it's going to be really hot, I'd imagine. So I might have to have a look at them tomorrow. I'll show you in a minute. I've got some, I've been saving them up. Go in and use them on my Gemini. Yes. I actually have 2 Geminis now. A friend of mine that did that had one to start with before I bought mine was decided she couldn't use hers anymore because she's not well enough, and she sold it to me for a small amount of money for my daughter. So I'm going to give it to my youngest daughter for Easter or something, birthday or something like that. There's a patch on there, look at that. But I do put a patch on if I need one. Keeping that from falling off, I suppose, whatever it is. I can't even remember now what I put there. But there's glue on that there, so that's going to hold that. And I glued that on there to hold that down because I didn't want it to go anywhere. So I need to put something on this to give it... I want to still see the... I want to still see a bit of the purple, but not so much. You know, I don't want to see so much of it. So what about if I put the white in there? No, not a big fan of that. Bit of bling. Bit of bling. How about a bit of bling, Sonya? What have I got here? I didn't want to fish into too much stuff because if I start getting into things, I start pulling out everything and stuff everywhere, and I've got stuff for miles, and I don't really keep finding these. No, it's too dark. It's too dark. So is that. So don't put that in there. What about this little button? This is a nice little button. Not too bad. Here's an old pearly one. Well, I think I might go with a button because you can still, it'll still look good. You can still see that one would be better. Don't you reckon? Because it'll go a bit better with the whole thing. I looked at it in the camera, it didn't look as good as I thought it would. Okay. Where's that bigger one? What did I do with that? That was 25 minutes. Okay. About 10 minutes more to do a bit more. I think I might put that on there. I think that looks pretty good. Right, now let's see if I've got a threaded up needle here. Well, I have, and it's got pink in it. And that doesn't matter because I don't mind if you see the pink. It'll give something else to the button, won't it? It'll have something to add to the button. Righto. And now that I haven't got a bead needle, I had an idea. Okay. Never mind, we will do that another time. You can't put every idea on here, Sonya. Don't do that, that's too far over. Get back to the middle, where are you? There, like so. Okay. And down here, if hubby's trying to listen to see if I'm talking or not. Did you want me, Jeremy? We went back out again. Suppose you wanted to ask me about lunch or something. Don't know what I feel like today. It's really hard. You've got to decide what you feel like. I'm not really... A drink of water is what I really need now, I tell you. Anyway, that looked pretty good, doesn't it? I don't mind that at all. Come out really well. I might have to get a mouthful of water. I'm opening a new bottle, so I hope it doesn't go everywhere, because these bottles are squishy. I don't like squishy things. If you get a hold of it too tight, it'll go everywhere. And I managed not to do that. So that was good. Woo. So I don't think that looks too bad there. Now, there was something else that I wanted to show you a bit of work on while I'm on this one, just for a few minutes, because we've got a few minutes left. Needle. Put the needle in the thing, righto. And put the lid on that thing there. Where's that lid? Here we go. Oh yeah, I was going to put this other little shape thing on there, wasn't I, that I was doing. I like these. I know. Oh, I don't know whether this is for this sort of thing or not. If you want to make a leaf, I'll probably put that in a different story, a different video. Because this must be, well, it's mostly embroidery stitches, but I've done a fair bit of, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of ribbon embroidery, so I don't know if I need any of that today. What sort of other stitch can I show you? Because I've done a lot of, mostly, haven't done any much feather stitch on this one, have I? And I really like that. I do like feather stitch, and I do like, this is mostly Cretan stitch that I've done these with. Oh, there's a feather stitch down there. These are mostly Cretan stitch that I've done these with. I think I showed you how. These are nice, these little blokes, aren't they? Right, let's find a nice thread and see what we can do with something. What colour would we like? Oh, I love orange. Put an orange on. I like putting orange on. I'll have a bit of orange. Nice orange colour. There we go. I love these colours. The boho colours. Or people might call them, what are they? Can't remember now. Anyway, it's nice. Nice colours. Needle's the same thickness as the thread, and so it'll make a good hole to follow the thread to follow through, won't it? And I will do some, I might do some whipped straight stitch or something. Where would I put that? Along here, hey? We'll do some whipped straight stitch. There should be something going along here. I suppose I could do a flower. And that's not. I'll just do some. Yeah, I'll have to do a flower. I'm going to have to do a flower. Sorry. So this will be like a detached chain or a daisy stitch, whichever you call it, because you make daisies or it's just like a detached chain. So you chain stitch finishes there if it's detached, right? That's chain stitch. On lazy daisy stitch, if you make a flower out of it, I suppose that's what would work it. So I'm going to put one on the other side. Probably showed some of these last week, did I? Was I doing these last week? What was I doing on this one here? Yes, I was. Look here, I was doing it on these. I should have probably finished that, but I will. I'll do some more, because we've got to do. It's all learning, and it's showing you how the pieces evolve. Hey, from what to put on them, where to put it. There's all over. It's probably where to put it. All over the place. Don't pull that down too far, because then it'll get to be too small. I think when I do this, I'll show you a different stitch, because I'll show you something more filling in, because we need to fill in the pieces with embroidery. Works better that way if it's all filled up. Okay, now that I wasn't timing, so I'm going to have to probably go shortly anyway, which is not good. But anyhow, so that's that one, right? Now I'm going to nick across here. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to do we'll do a chain stitch, and then we'll whip through it. How's that sound? So that shouldn't take too long. I should be able to get that in this video, I hope. So I'm not going to go too close to that, because I can put something down near that one. But I can do a bit of a chain stitch down here. So you just go down in through there. You go back in over the top of that, and you come out there like so. Try and keep it straight, Sonya. It doesn't matter whether it is or not. That doesn't make a difference. You can kill it around in circles if you like, but I want to try and keep it straight. You can also do another chain over the top of it if you want to, with a different colour. Lots of ideas. There's just endless out there. Endless ideas to make all your work look really cool. So I decided when I finish these, I'm actually going to build them into bags. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to, because I think I want to do that. I don't want to just sell them half done. It's not really me. I'd like to make them into a bag, and I think that'll be good. Cushion cover would be nice, because I couldn't do a cushion because you'd never be able to post it. Yeah. I think postage is not really that dear when you look at it and you've got everything else. Everything else is going up in price, so what's the difference, really? I just try not to. Hubby says to me, not worry about the price, don't even bother looking about it, and I suppose if we've got to do that, we do, but if you want it, you might as well go and do it, I mean, as you get older, it's sort of something that you might as well buy things if you want them, or post things if you want to post them, whatever. You might as well. Especially these days, things are crappy, so I think it's, so I did went and bought myself a little iron. I probably told you that. You'll probably even see it. Hopefully we'll see it soon. Because my other little one's a bit wonky. It's just where the thing is. Now, I'm not going to go too close to the edge because it will be in the seam if I do. So I'm just going to put that up there like that. I think that looks really nice, especially on that mauve, doesn't it? Mauve. Nice piece of mauve. Now, we will put something, wet stitch something through there that will look nice, and we'll probably go with the green. What do you reckon? It's nice, and the green look good, won't it? Yep, delicious. There's a lady that I found this morning, and she is, so this will be a shout out for I don't remember. Oh dear. She will think I'm a nut. Maybe I'll have to just wait till I watch it again and write it down this time. I'll write it down. Because I like to help people get going, if you want to go over and watch her channel. She's only just starting out new, and I think she's from the USA. She likes doing journals. So all you have to do with this is just take your stitch back in underneath there. You want to, see, just put it back in through under your little thingies, little chain bits, and that makes that look really awesome. Really awesome. And then you can do something else along the side of it, on top of it, or just keep going and make lots of nice different things. Now I'm doing stitching on nearly everything I own lately. Well, everything I'm doing. I haven't done anything yet on the journal that I'm making, but it probably won't be long. But I'm doing the stitching on this. I'm doing the little what's the names, hexagons now, and circles. Just having a play at all these different nice things to do. Look at that, isn't that awesome? And if you do it with a nice thread, these are pearly cotton ones. This one actually is a pearly cotton, but it's not, it doesn't look, it's dull, it's not got a sheen to it, so, but it's nice, it works just as good, so it all makes a nice piece of work. Yeah, so I'll be turning these into bags, shoulder bags, because that's what I like to make. They'll be flat. When I say flat, there won't be any bottoms or gussets in it, bottoms. There'll be a bottom. I'm just going to sew, this will be the top. I'll just sew down these and across there, and then line it, and then turn the top over there, like so, and put some sort of a closure on there, and just have a nice long handle on it. And I think that'll be awesome. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.